your manufacturer is in China. You've had to go there multiple times. And then actually that might be an interesting point on here is you tried doing it in the States, right? You tried manufacturing, born in the USA type of deal, but it was very difficult through the whole process of you traveling to different places. Just, it wasn't feasible. And so can you walk me through a little bit of that process of using China in that case?
It's just China's set up to take on little tiny guys that might be the next big guy. We're not set up to do that. Most of the electronics manufacturing that goes on around here, especially in our area, is obviously super highly sensitive, building electronic parts for Humvees and airplanes and aircraft carriers and whatever else. Not a specific clock manufacturer that all this company does is build clocks. So the price was just astronomical. You might find one person to do your PCB boards, but then you got to go find another person to do your case. And so it just made it like not feasible in terms of the economics. And so, yeah, I had actually been talking to this guy for a long time. And at that point, he was too small in his business. He's my age. He's got a little family just the same as me. And out of the blue, he randomly just had emailed me after the Kickstarter. And I said, you won't believe this, man, but I just, built this Kickstarter and we raised all this money and we need to build a clock. And would you like to take it on? And he said, sure, we're big enough now. We have our own engineering team. We can help you out. So I just bought a plane ticket and flew over there the next week. And this is so crazy, Tim. Wait, it gets crazier. Okay, so I get an Airbnb. There's one Airbnb in all of the city of 10 million people. So I'm like, well, I don't know where this is relative to him, but it doesn't matter because it's the only one. So I booked it. And I sent my guy the address, and he calls me up and he's like, I don't understand, but you're you're telling me that you're staying like next door to me in the apartment complex, like literally like 12 feet away. And I was like, I don't know, man. This is what this lady told me her address was. And he was like, hold on. And he like went across 12 feet to the next door, knocked on the door and talked to this girl, Jolie. And she was like, yeah, he's staying with me. So lo and behold, I'm going to China. There's only one Airbnb in a city of 10 million people, and it's next door to the guy, the manufacturer's apartment. How does that happen? I mean, how lucky can I get? Right. So that first trip, I've never been to China. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm all by myself. I meet this random dude at an airport to pick me up. I'm so tired. I just fall asleep immediately when I get in this guy's car. I don't even know him. I'm just sleeping in the back seat by myself. But it was the greatest experience because I could wake up and be there already. And I was there at 7:00. We would have breakfast with his family, and then boom, we'd hit the factory. We wouldn't come home until 7:30 or 8:00 at night every single night. Those guys just they pound the work. They crush it. The work ethic is insane.
Yeah, I mean, so like with that, so that's one the question I have is: so you raised all this money on Kickstarter. How far into the product development were you? I mean, did you even have a sketch at this point in terms of what it is that you were looking for?
Yeah, because we had a prototype.
Okay.
But it looked pretty much like all the other clocks. It was a black clock with red lights, and it was 4 digits, and it just, it had Bluetooth capabilities, but it certainly wasn't a beautiful polished thing yet. And so we just brought all the stuff that we had done over to them, and we kind of combined forces, like literally on his kitchen table, and we got the first clock to work at like 11:30 at night with one of Otto's engineers and me and him at the kitchen table. And yeah, when you look at the prototype compared to what we have now, it's pretty funny.
for the person that
it's in my office. It's like a little museum piece. All my prototypes from all the years are stuck somewhere on a shelf, like little trophies.
trophies, yeah. So for